Elijah Grace Schweim is with me here in the studio as my assistant during the Beach Patrol races. We cover the Beach Patrol races. Last night we were down at the Beschen-Callahan Memorial Lifeguard races in North Wildwood. So now it's time for the Beach Patrol Report, brought to you by McShane Realtors of Sea City, 4111 Landis Avenue. Knowledge, experience, integrity, and dedication. For rental and sales, call 609-263-7422 or go online at McCannRealtors.com, where you can also keep up with all the South Jersey Lifeguard news and racing schedules, and by the Ocean City Beach Patrol Lifeguard Alumni Association. Right now, let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome into the locker room former lieutenant of the Ocean City Beach Patrol, a longtime friend of ours, John McShane. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Bill, Mike, and Josh, everybody there.
And how about Eliza Grace? Don't forget her. It's my assistant.
Oh, yeah, Eliza Grace. Sorry.
You can see her face as we stream live on the YouTube channel. But, John, last night we were down at the Beschen-Callahans, and I got to tell you, they did a great job at North Wildwood. Chief Savarini, Chief, I always get his name wrong. I want to make sure I say it properly because I always have a way of butchering names. Chief Bill Savarelli did a great job down there last night, John.
Yes, that is 50 plus years now for that race.
54
dedicated. 54 in honor of the two guards who they lost their lives
in Vietnam, right?
In Vietnam, serving our country.
Yeah,
and I think it's a great tribute. And of course, lifeguard events are very patriotic. I think the Margate Memorials, of course, was started to commemorate the veterans of World War II. So the Beschen-Callahans is one of the special races of the season, and I'm glad you guys got to take it in.
Now, last night I brought my assistant with me. Eliza Grace was with me down there, and this is coming from an 8-year-old. Eliza Grace, step up to the mic here. How exciting was that race last night?
It was so much fun. I heard the crowd go wild.
Wasn't the races themselves exciting?
Yeah.
John, I'm telling you, the size of the crowd down there last night was unbelievable, Mike. And she, the competition was so fierce. The waves were huge last night. Mother Nature, John, we've talked about this several times. When Mother Nature plays its role in these races, it really makes for a challenging race.
Oh, without a doubt. And it obviously it gives the competitors, men and women, an opportunity to show off their skills. And we're in mid-July now, and some of these men and women have been at it since early May, getting ready for these races. I did get a look at the surf last night up here in Ocean City, and could tell it was going to be a fun night for racing because it was pretty big up here late in the evening. And this is the heart of it right now, Bill. This week alone. This past week, there were several events, and we've got several events coming up this coming week.
All right, well, during the week, I believe Tuesday, July 11th, was the Longport Women's Invitational. John, do you have some of the results for that?
I've got the overall winner was the Longport Women's team. Ocean City won the Surf Dash Relay, and there were a couple of other events. And, of course, that follow-up on the men winning their event last Friday evening. So the hometowns have been winning. Brigantine won their.
I was going to say then on Thursday, July 13th, was the Chief Bill Kahn Lifeguard Invitational in Brigantine, and that was a big race.
That's right. And you know what? That is a race that is usually mostly the Absecon Island teams as well as Brigantine, of course. But they also had Lavalette. We know the guys from the Calcino brothers from Lavalette. They always come down for the Gaudies. They were down. And a team from Ship Bottom was also there. But for the first time that I can remember in a bit, Ocean City competed over there and brought home a third-place trophy, Lavalette getting second.
I hear the Ocean City doubles crew is the Oves brothers?
Yes. Yes.
So they got some lineage there.
They do.
I mean, let's face it, their grandfather was a great rower for Ocean City back in the day.
Their grandfather, Chris Oves, Joe Sheffer, they're all cousins.
Right.
Billy Bowman, when he was a guard, was
Billy Bowman.
So, yeah. So, but it was interesting at the Brigantines, the Absecon Island cruise, Ventnor, Longport, Margate, Atlantic City, and Brigantine, they swept the rowing events. But Ocean City and Lavalette did not score in the rowing event, but they still managed to get a second and third overall. So
how about that?
It shows you, they're strong in the paddle races. They're strong in the swim races. What we got for this week coming up, now this Wednesday, the 19th, will be the Ocean City Women's Tournament, and that'll include everybody in the South Jersey Chiefs Association. And, Bill, they're going to put rowing back in it. It was not in it last year, but the women's doubles will be making a reappearance this year. And you and I had talked about this Friday night. It was the AC Classic.
And don't forget the David Kurt Memorials. That's where I'll be, actually.
Right.
I've made the decision. I think there are more beach patrols participating in that race than there will be in the Atlantic. And again, unless Atlantic City Classic have the beaches like Lavalette or the northern beaches.
Yeah. Now, it's interesting because that is normally the time when everybody in the South Jersey Chiefs Association sees each other for the first time.
Right.
North, South, AFC, NFC, right? Coming together for the first time. However, with the Kerr Memorials being Friday night the last couple of years, the same night, we're still going to be in two places. So the first time everybody will get to see each other will be the Dutch Hoffmans in Wildwood in a couple weeks.
We'll be broadcasting live from the beach on Friday, July 28th in Wildwood for the Dutch Hoffman Memorial Lifeguard races. Now, John, we're going to start playing some, we're going to get the results to the Beschen-Callahan Memorial races, and you're going to stay with us through the break. But I got a chance to talk to a bunch of people down there last night. Of course, I talked to Chief Bill Shav from North Wildwood, and the competition, the Southern Beaches, John, Upper Township, Jimmy Nielsen, James Garoth, Seal City, Danny Rogers, Pat Scanapicio, Avalon, Gary Nagel, and Dave Gillian. Stone Harbor came in first place in the doubles. John, the waves, like it was just like it was a washing machine out there. But Dennis Bakey and Tom Lake actually won first in a photo finish. They came in. Matter of fact, I thought, from my vantage point, that Seal City had won the doubles. Only to find out when they read the score that Stone Harbor won that. And of course, you got James Kimmery and Michael Rebar, and then from North Wildwood. Wildwood was Kanan Noon and Brandon Joyce, and then Wildwood Crest. We all know that crew of Pat Bakey and Jake Klecko. It was a tough race, but Stone Harbor won, John.
Well, yes, and I think that's a great thing because the Stone Harbor teams over the years, they've had some, I'll say, flashes of brilliance, but have never really put it together. So maybe this is their year that they can become a contender if they have a swimmer. They're in the hunt because don't forget, by the time we get to Margates and the Jerseys, there's only 3 events.
That's right. By the way, I just want to also mention that I talked to Eric Wolf. Grisbaum didn't swim last night for Avalon, and apparently he will qualify. What do you have to have, 45 days, John, on the beach?
I believe it's 6 weeks, 5 days a week, immediately prior to your event.
They say he's going to qualify, but he just wasn't there last night. But anyway, I interviewed Dennis Bakey and Tom Lake after the race because I thought that CL had won the doubles, but here they are when we interviewed them last night. Hey, we were talking with the Stone Harbor crew, Dennis Bakey and Tom Lake. You guys won the doubles in a photo finish on a night that Mother Nature was having none of it, right?
We caught some good swells coming in. It was an awesome battle. It was very exciting. Yeah, it was a great night.
I thought it was I honestly thought that Seal came in first. It was tough to see, obviously, with all that, it was like a washing machine out there.
Yeah, it was a big washing machine, all commotion and everything. Tom, did a great job tilling on that wave. It was all good,
This is a great event. A lot of people out here for the Beschen-Callahan Memorial Races, and it's a tribute to you guys down at the South Beaches.
It's a lot of fun. We see a lot of our friends down here. We're both Delco guys. We have all these Delco guys that are running North Wildwood Beach Patrol, so it's like a big family down here.
Yeah, you guys all know each other, so that makes it more fun to beat them, right?
Everyone went to high school together.
That's cool. All right, congratulations, you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's the closeness, you guys, Mike and John, the closeness of the beach patrols down south. You heard a lot of these guys are in Delaware County. They all know each other, and that makes for great racing. John McShane, you there? All right. So great for the races as they fight for supremacy along the beaches. All right. We're going to continue with the Beach Patrol Report, brought to you by McShane Realtors of Seattle City and the Ocean City Beach Patrol Lifeguard Alumni Association. We'll remind people, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schweim. Throwing a party, getting ready for a night in Venice. Let's chat with the staff. Make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point, New Jersey. There is a new wind blowing at Maserati of the Main Line. The all-new Maserati Gregale midsize SUV has officially arrived. Stop by Maserati, the Main Line, located in Devon, PA, just minutes away from Center City, Philadelphia, to experience it for yourself. With class-leading space, advanced driving, and technology features, the Gregale elevates every moment into something truly special experience. From your daily commutes to weekend road trips, the Maserati Gregale is the best ride around. Test drive the all-new Gregale for yourself and experience how it makes every day exceptional. Visit them online at motml.com or give them a call at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800, or visit them online at motml.com. Ask for Michael Pileggi to schedule your test drive today. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more with the Beach Patrol Report right here in the Locker Room on 97.3 ESPN.
Now, more of the Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, as we continue with the Beach Patrol Report, brought to you by McShane Realtors of Seattle City and the Ocean City Beach Patrol Lifeguard Alumni Association. Now, we had an opportunity. So, Mike, the scene is set with, it's high tide, the wind's howling, the current is blowing north, all right, and it's washing machine. The waves are huge, and so it was tough to get a read. Now, I thought Danny Rogers and Pat Scanapicio from Seattle City had won the race. Only to find out at the end when they read it, you heard that last photo finish. So I interviewed those guys right after the race. Let's go to that one. All right, we're here with Seattle's crew, Danny Rogers and Pat Scanapicio. I said it right. Scanapicio. You guys, rough surf out there, man.
Yeah, it's big today. It was churning out there, but we caught the one. That's all we needed.
Yo, how did you feel on the way out, Pat?
Felt good. The biggest thing was just trying to get out clean, and got out clean, had a good window, and then just stayed together, tried to be on course. It's a short race, so just be on the flag, which is a part of it, and felt we were.
Yeah, it was a short race. Now, Danny, you're getting used to coming in first, second, and third. I mean, last couple of years, man, you've been in the mix, and it was a photo finish tonight.
Yeah, we had a little party wave going there with Stone Harbor. They had a great race. They caught like 4 different great swells out there. But, yeah, we'll see who ended up inching out.
Congratulations, guys, as we get closer to the big three, the Dutch Hoffmans, the Margates, and the South Jersey Lifeguard Championships. Pat, we'll see you there.
Oh, see you there. Excited.
Thanks. All right, thanks, Danny. All right, so I had to talk to Lieutenant Dave Stern from the Seattle City Beach Patrol. You know, as we just spoke candidly, he was telling me about how hard Pat and Danny train. And Josh, you know that remember when we did I guess it was 2 years ago when he won the jerseys, or was it? Yeah, it was 2 years ago when Danny Rogers won the singles.
The singles, yeah.
Remember they carried him off in the boat, and the enthusiasm from the whole Beach Patrol?
The whole Beach Patrol literally picked up the boat.
And carried him off with the boat in it.
Onto the beach. Because they were so excited that he won. Because, you know, for those who don't understand the full picture, and I'm speaking obviously as an intermediate knowledge, not the expert that Billy is, but, you know, for a group like Seattle's Beach Patrol to win the South Jerseys is a huge deal.
It's big. I mean, you know, a lot of prestige winning these races. Dave was telling me, Dave Stern, the lieutenant, was telling me that, you know, Pat Scanapicio, he's 33 and Danny's 21. And they brought him up. He was like, Pat has been taking him Danny under his wing, and they work out, and but experienced Mike Carlin, like and in any other sport.
Right, you got to practice.
You got to practice. You got to work.
Put your time in.
Right, you got to put your time in. But experience in the race is huge.
Mm-hmm. Well, you read in the water.
Right.
They can. Someone like me, I can't tell when the next wave's coming up, but they can read the waves and say, "Hey, one's coming. Get ready for it."
And they're used to it.
Yeah.
All right. So then they had a lot of events, doubles. They had the swim, the rescue board, surf dash, singles, can run. Alyssa Ciderini won the rescue board, and she was gracious enough to speak with me after the race. Hey, we're talking with Alyssa Ciderini. She just won the paddleboard, the rescue board race here at the Beschen-Callahan. Congratulations!
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Hey, that was really gnarly going out, man. Rocked by the big waves. You made it through pretty good.
Yes, I'm a surfer, so it's kind of naturally. I was excited to see that there's actually some waves tonight for this race, so pretty excited.
Hey, listen, so you're a surfer, so that helps you with your rescue ability.
Certainly, yeah, especially when it comes to getting out.
Tough battle. You're pretty spent right now, but how tough was it for you?
My objective when I went out there was just to kind of dive. Just confident where the waves wasn't breaking.
You can't duck dive those big waves with that big board.
No, you can't.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
So, Mike, she surfs, right? She's a surfer.
Mm-hmm.
So she's in the paddleboard, but, the paddleboards are big board and the waves are huge. Well, when you surf, you can duck dive. With a big board, you can't.
No duck dive.
Well, a huge wave came in and just wiped out like 4 of the girls. Like sent them all the way back into the water's edge. Not her. She got through.
Yeah.
And that was the difference in the race.
Experience.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
For the uninitiated, what is a duck dive?
So a duck dive is when the wave breaks, you kind of like dig your board, you dig the nose of your board in, and you pop up under the wave. So you come up on the other side. You can't do that in a big board, in a rescue board. We're doing the Beach Patrol report that's brought to you by McCann Realtors of Sea Isle City and the Ocean City Beach Patrol Lifeguard Alumni Association. Great crowd last night on the beach. After that, we had an opportunity to speak with, I believe it was Matt Comas, and he won the swim. He did a great job. Let's talk to Matt. Matt Comas, he just won the paddleboard. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Was a tough battle. A lot of waves out there. It was pretty rough.
Yeah, it was rough. Couple big waves. Coming in, I was lucky enough to catch a big one. Really helped me out. The run was easy. Sorry I fell short last time, but it's nice to get it done.
Hey, congratulations on a great race.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry, that was the paddleboard, the rescue board. But, for guys and girls, it's the same. Those waves were huge.
Mm-hmm. Now, when they catch a wave, are they swimming?
They're like,
how you go like yes?
No, but they're on their knees when they come in.
But like swimmers, when a swimmer catches a wave, are they still swimming through the wave, or are you just riding it?
You're just on that board. You're just riding. Yeah, okay. It's pretty good. All right, then we did the singles. We get to the singles, and Danny Rogers, he's gonna be a formidable and a tough guy to beat, even when all the beach patrols get together at the Dutch Hoffmans. Let's talk to Danny Rogers. Danny Rogers at the Beschen-Callahan on a pretty big night here. Wave-wise, tough road, dude.
Yeah, I had probably the worst start of my singles career there, but everybody's getting smashed. It's a washing machine out there, so it's anybody's race. I got lucky coming, I was getting smashed on the inner break, but Evelyn got out clean, and they were getting absolutely crushed out there. So it's anybody's race at all times.
Danny, how hard is it to keep the boat straight? Everything's blowing north. How's it hard for you to keep it straight?
It's definitely tough today. So my doubles partner Pat, he had my steerer, so he's been in it. I trust him. So it's just a matter of even looking at the steerer, looking at the flag, figure it out from there.
Danny, see out, man. You guys got a crew this year.
We should be in it. Hopefully it pans out.
All right, man. Congratulations.
Thanks.
So Gary Nagel from Avalon gets out through the surf better than anybody else. Blows by everybody. Comes in. He came in, I think, second or third. Just he got blown so far north that he had to go back to his flag. So Danny rode a straight race comparatively.
Now we've done a couple interviews now. They've all said the same term. They all say the washing machine.
Yeah, it was like victory at sea.
That's a term within that sport that you hear a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
On a night like that.
So sometimes you get waves that are clean, rolling in sets.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the ocean's flat or calm, let's say. not last night. It was like a washing machine. It was like it's like just everywhere, all different directions. Plus, there was a pretty severe current blowing north.
You were talking. You said the name Rogers,
right?
As a swimmer, would he be on the same?
No, he's a singles. Danny Rogers.
A single.
Singles.
Okay. Would he go up against like a Grisbaum?
No, Grisbaum's a swimmer.
A swimmer.
Yeah,
okay.
Danny's a rower. That's what.
Okay.
Answer your question.
Sorry.
Danny's a rower. Comus was the paddle board, and then people like Grisbaum would be a swimmer.
Swimmer. Okay.
All right. Then afterwards, and I want to play this. This is a long. I got a chance to speak with the chief of the North Wildwood Beach Patrol, Bill Schiavarelli, and it was a pretty good interview because they did such a magnificent job with that race last night. All right, we're here talking with Chief Bill Schiavarelli from the North Wildwood Beach Patrol, and we're here at the Beschen-Callahan. Great race tonight, Chief.
A great race. How about these conditions, huh?
Yeah, I think these conditions make it more exciting, but it's more challenging for the racers.
I think these conditions are how the men and women that are lifeguards in South Jersey, that's how we became lifeguards, swimming and rowing and paddling these conditions. This was a great night of racing. I mean, the athleticism out there was unbelievable, and some races you were winning and you got hit by that wave, lights out, It was a great night. I mean, that current was cranking, the way we do it with the surf dash and the camera and trying to hold those buoys down. And again, I'm very proud of the lifeguards here in North Wildwood. Just, again, even the ones that weren't competing, like what they had to go through. And 7 great beach patrols. We're all friends. It was a great night to just let it rip,
Well, that's what I noticed about the camaraderie amongst all the beach patrols. You guys know each other real well.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, especially us here in the wild, which we do a lot of things together.
Right.
Myself and, my captain, my senior lieutenants, and my lieutenants, we grew up with the guys from Wild and Wild Crest. So I've been doing this since '90, and it's great. I mean, and to the families that we have, the Beschen-Callahan family means so much to them, and now they're on their 3rd generation. It's just a beautiful thing.
And you got a great crowd down here too. I mean, you got a lot of people down
We do. We got a great crowd. People really like the Beschens because of those events that are the short distance events.
Yeah.
And, that's rescue.
Right.
You saw some of us, as good as we are, we missed that buoy.
Yeah.
And if that's the victim, hey, you got to go another 25 yards. And I think tonight, everybody should have went another 20, and everybody went 7. And it's like, hey, you got to work harder. And that's, again, these are the conditions, during rookie school that we swim under.
Right.
And we say, hey, swim against the current. And that's why we tell people again, hey, please swim in front of lifeguards after hours. This would have been bad if lifeguards weren't here tonight. Stay waist deep this weekend when the conditions are like this. But we got through it.
Well, when Mother Nature throws you a curve, you gotta go with it, and you guys did. Congratulations. All right, Chief, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Some of us missed the buoy at times, so I got to deal with that right now. So all good. Thanks for coming out.
Hey, thank you so much.
We appreciate everything.
A shirt that I'm sporting here. He gave me a nice shirt. I want to thank him. I want to thank Captain Tom Edwards for allowing me access to the beach and get these guys, get the interviews. But all in all, it was a wonderful night on the beach. And I'm getting excited, Mike, because we're going to be broadcasting. Next week, we have the Kerrs and we have the Atlantic City Classic. And that's the last fine tuning before
like
the
preseason.
Dutch
Is it like a preseason getting ready for the?
Well, I would say
preseason.
I wouldn't say preseason.
It's more like
the regular season. It's the regular season, and then
the regular season.
Do you have to win certain events to be able to get to this big one at the end?
No.
Okay.
But it's like the regular season, and then when you get to the Dutch Hoffmans, the Margate Memorials, and then finally the South Jersey Lifeguard Championships, all the beaches from Brigantine to Cape May, everybody participates.
Here's the analogy you need. So think about, during this, like, are you more of a golf or tennis guy, Mike?
Golf.
Okay. So, you have the Masters, but you also have other events like the Waste Management Classic, the Phoenix Open. So, last night Billy was at the Waste Management Classic, the Phoenix Open. The Dutch Hoffmans is like the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
And then the South Jersey Lifeguard Championships is like
the Masters.
The Masters.
Right.
Maybe not the Masters,
Right.
but you know what I mean.
That's the big.
Right.
That's the
Exactly.
granddaddy of them all. The South Jersey Lifeguard Championships, and that will conclude our Beach Patrol report, brought to you by McCann Realtors of Sea City, 4111 Landis Avenue. Knowledge, experience, integrity, and dedication for rental and sales. Call 609-263-7422 or go online at McCannRealtors.com, where you can also keep up with all the South Jersey lifeguarding news and racing schedules, and by the Ocean City Beach Patrol Lifeguard Alumni Association. I want to thank John McCann. He's a great McCann brothers. The McCann family is synonymous with Beach Patrol, and I want to thank them. and of course the Ocean City Lifeguard Alumni Association, 125 years.